Hi, I'm Don Bodan from SampleLibraryReview.com. Today we're taking a look at the Elysium Harp from Soundiron. Now, Soundiron's Elysium Harp was sampled from a 47-string grand concert pedal harp. It contains 6 main patches and 3 light patches. Downloads as a 15.8 gigabytes. It is a Kontakt player instrument, so you can see it's compatible with both the full and free version of Kontakt. It does sell from Soundiron for $149. The Elysium Harp 1 main Kontakt preset loads up with the regular plucked harp articulations, 6 different velocity layers, and it's got a gigantic range. It contains a few controls for swell attack, body control, release, offset, and a vibrate function, which is kind of interesting. And then the real controls come with the control icon. You got a mixer with different microphone positions, the ability to select your output, pan, and a presence. There's also the ability right here in the middle to control the velocity range for playback. And you've got some sequencing modes for Glissando. And the arpeggiator. Which already open up the instrument to a lot of playable patches. We've also got the controls for pedals, which I think this is one of the great innovations for the library. The ability to select keys, so all of the black keys are turned off and the white keys are set to using the pedal system. You've got key switches. It looks like these are down in the negatives. Gives you the ability to jump around of these pedal presets as well. Gives you the ability to perform and write for actual harp instead of having the whole piano chromatic 12 notes. Library also comes with the Soundiron's effects rack. You got a few presets that are set up here. And from those presets alone, it starts to give you an idea of just how far out you could take this instrument. And once you start to add those effects, you can really create a whole score from this instrument alone. The second Kontakt patch included is special articulations. And here this gives you fingernail plucked harmonics, some xylophonics sounds that they've created, and a buzz pedal. A dedicated instrument just for Glissando. Which has glissandos recorded in different keys and mapped across the keyboard with corresponding key switches to trigger different articulations. The library also comes with 3 Elysium Harp Ambient Patches, one for Chromadrone, G-Loop, and Straunch. Each of these allow you to combine up to 2 layers of the sound designed and sculpted presets, This is one of the things I really love about Soundiron, where they take their pristine samples and then use their talented sound design skills to really create some otherworldly, beautiful sounds. Now, the pros are many with this instrument. I think that the main Kontakt harp patch is going to be extremely usable for those scoring orchestral score, to be able to have this as a harp library, although it does kind of tend to stand out as a solo instrument in some ways. It will be easy to dial it back into a space and let it perform with your orchestra. The glissando effect is really nice, and the functionality of the arpeggio, the way that Soundiron has it in most of their instruments, is going to benefit many people, the ability to quickly add arpeggios in different ways. This pedal functionality is very impressive. I'm really blown away by all the different modes and how you're able to quickly access them through key switches. They are in the negative spot of your keyboard, just so you know. But the ability to actually think like a harp player and play, switching your pedals around, it's a great device for composing realistic harp lines. The other big pro for this library for me is the sound design instruments. The Chromadrone, the G-loop, and the Straunch. These are just really beautiful designed instruments. Sound design is one of my favorite things to check out with new Soundiron instruments. They can really take some pristine sample sets and then take them even further. If there's anything about the instrument that I would have liked to have seen a little differently, I think with this Gliss's instrument, you do have a huge variety of different glissandos you can trigger with the blue keys up here and changing out your articulation with the red keys. I just wish I would have been able to see which I was triggering, maybe a little visualization showing me, am I going up an octave and down an octave? Am I going up 2 octaves and down an octave, or down 2 octaves? It would have been kind of nice to know what that was for each one. Might make it a little quicker for me to compose using the instrument. So what about you? You guys use Soundiron libraries? And if so, what's your favorite one? Please leave a comment in the description below. I'd love to hear about your experience either with Elysium Harp or with any of the other Soundiron instruments. Personal favorite for me, the Emotional Piano. Just released a new version of it for Kontakt Player. It's a really beautiful piano. I'm just a big fan of it. Please like, share, subscribe. Be sure to head over to samplelibraryreview.com for the latest news and reviews of sample libraries and virtual instruments.